Hey there, Jaybert Reno here. Welcome back. We are concluding Dawn of War Dark Crusade. We are going to go ahead and invade the Necrons' base of operations and get them off this planet, and as you can see, we own the rest of it. And I gotta say, not a moment too soon. I think that this campaign is exactly as long as it needs to be. I think if this took any more episodes, I would start to get tired of it, but for now, it's fine. It's good. So, we're going to go ahead and attack the Necrons area here. We got plenty of requisitions, so we could just get all of our structures. This is the last mission of the game. We're full up on Honor Guard as well. Expect to face very heavy resistance. Expect very heavy assaults on your forces as soon as they arrive. Victory will eliminate this race from the game. Of course, of course.
The full extent of the Necron presence on Cronus did not become clear until those opposing them launched raids into the Catacombs under the Thur Abyss Plateau. The first Necron massacres on the planet had occurred there, and their enemies expected to find some sort of alien bastion. Instead, they found an entryway into the underworld. Garbled reports from doomed scouts sent into the cavernous passageways revealed a network of catacombs honeycombing the entire plateau. Some of these now stood hollowed out, while others served as staging grounds for Necron forces. Worst of all, however, were the deeper tunnels, where row upon row of Necrons still stood, slowly waking to join their lord's global genocide. The attackers settled on a dangerous gambit. A strike force would enter the catacombs and plant a massive explosive device deep in the main cavern. An explosion there would collapse the entire network, crushing or sealing off the legions of still dormant Necrons and shattering those already risen. It remained to be seen if anyone could deliver this device, much less escape in time to continue the fight across Cronus.
Continue what fight? We've owned the planet. Just send them down there. Shaso Kais can die down here. It doesn't matter. We already got the planet back, all right? Thur Abyss Catacombs.
Etherios, protect us!
Creatures, at long last you have found the tranquility of death. I was like you once, clinging to life and blind to the truth. When I uncovered the truth, I too shuddered and paled with fear. Deep in these catacombs, I was remade. Here, my brethren slumbered for eons, while the living grew like weeds. My lord knew this day would come. He had plans for us all. We would purge this world once more. So come, poor victims of life. We will grant you tranquility in these crypts. Cronus will be a tomb world once more.
Dude, they got ghosts too? They got the Grim Reaper on their side, it looks like. Okay. Here we go.
The Necrons are an offense to the greater good, Commander. We must destroy them here and now.
I concur, Arnell, and I have a plan. The Earthcast has discovered that these catacombs are unstable. If we can place a fusion bomb at the deepest point, we can bring the whole complex down on top of the Necrons.
I see. The fate of this planet depends on your success, Commander.
I understand. I will plant the charge myself.
Very well. But this is no suicide mission, O Kais. There are battles still to fight even if you succeed here. I expect you to survive this day, Commander.
Okay, they're coming in early like we were told they would. Let's go ahead and just start getting our basic upgrades and all the good stuff, you know? Place the bomb on the Necron Sanctum. Your commander must survive. So Okais cannot die here is basically what this is telling me. Yo, Vespid, Elder Strain, though? Back up. It's alright, we got these big dudes here to help us in the back here as well. Yeah, you better run away. Worker? Listening post me. And listening post me. I do have my path of,
Patient hunter gets the prey.
Do I? Oh, here it is. Okay. Honestly, I think for this one, just grab everything when we can afford it.
There are malignant energies concentrated at certain locations in this cavern. Dangers certainly await at each one.
Better that we scout and eliminate them before planting the bomb. Any surprises while escaping could prove deadly, and we'll wipe it out.
Okay, investigate energy sources. There were a ton of them. Just an absolute ton of them. Now what's happening?
You have penetrated but the very surface of our catacombs. More and more of us rise from the depths with every passing moment.
Okay, so I think this is basically them saying that they're going to keep attacking us for basically ever until we can shut down some of wherever they're coming from. I think is the idea. Honestly, missile ship, it was honor guard, but at the end of the day, I'm not that concerned. Those things, they path block the crap out of us endlessly, and I'm not a huge fan of them. Let's back the Kroot up a little bit. Keep everyone together for now. Grab the upgrades that let our invisible dudes do a little bit better damage as well. And then I need a worker to repair this. So why don't you come up here, repair this. This can tank for us quite well. Cool. That might be the end of it. These things come alive every so often just to be assholes, I guess. I was going to make, yeah, I made another Kroot Shaper. Let's go ahead and toss you onto this group. And I think all of our Kroot groups now have Shapers attached to them. Slowly repairing this. And yeah, they've got units that will come back to life over and over and over, unfortunately. Pew, 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 pew!
Stealth fields fully active.
Okay, and I think eventually we're going to want to build up a pretty decently sized force that can move out against these. I know I said I was going to do Kalyan this time, but I gotta say, this really strikes me as a Montcom mission where we want to have a firing line that just keeps inching forward slowly across the map. I don't like that these things are still obviously alive. We're going to have to deal with that later. And let's just go ahead and get both of our listening posts up to snuff. Get full-on war or whatever the heck, and then we can move out with a pretty large army and just steadily move across the whole map over time. So, like, it looks like there's only one way in and out of our base. Yeah, it looks like there's only one way in and out of our base, so we should be good to just have a small force of fire warriors along with our tanks.
B-22 battlesuit ready.
It'll be great. It'll be great. Give me some gun drones.
Just ready.
Shaso can stand up here and just sort of tank for us. So we have to be careful with him. He's not invulnerable. Plasma battery, storage, not super necessary. Missile barrage, again, I don't really plan on making any of those. I think with our honor guard here, we have enough range damage that can just smash through this kind of stuff. Maybe we can get some additional stealth teams. That could be fun. Grab jetpacks. Oh yeah, and then the crisis suits as well. I think having these dudes in the front with the flamers is going to be the right way. We can tank with Shaso Kais as well.
I have sworn to fight for the Tau.
Okay, and then let's grab really not any space because the way that they placed our initial buildings does not really give us a lot of room. Let's just go ahead and we can go Montka. We can, as we move forward, we'll go ahead and set up new production up here. That's what we're going to have to do, I think. So let's go Montka and get our what's it called? The center that allows you to get the ethereal coalition center. Very fitting. And then let's grab one more Fire Warrior team and then a Pathfinder team. Actually, let's grab the Pathfinders first. And then I think my Kroot stuff, I'll just leave at home. They can help defend for us, and then they're not necessarily in danger of getting roasted right away.
Of course.
We'll bring Fire Warrior teams. We'll bring Crisis Suits. I wish my Honor Guard Crisis Suits I did Missile Pods. We could leave these at home and build different ones. That's always an option. Do I have another worker, or was it killed? No, it was not killed. Come on down here, buddy. We can get full-on war, can't we? All-out war, whatever it's called. Full-scale war. I like full-on war. I'm a fan of full-on war. Okay, so Stealth Lords. Shaso Kais, who is also invisible. Kroot Squads, Vespids, you guys can kind of hang back and protect us. Pathfinders get up to the front. And then we're waiting for Montka. I could probably move out with what we've got. Let's get one more fire team. I'll feel a lot safer if we get one more group. With this honor guard as well, on top of one extra fire team, maybe even two, I think we'll be in just great shape. So some of these keep coming back to life. It's unclear what determines when they come back to life. I've never played as Necrons, so maybe there's something where, like, you have to pay money. Like, their corpses are selectable to them, and then they can pay money to bring them back if they can afford it. Maybe it's something like that. I'm not so sure. Okay, Montka is done. Let's go ahead and grab Teachings of Montka. Or Coalition Center probably makes more sense right now.
Ready to join my kin.
Okay, you all stay there. I'm going to start moving up.
Ready for action.
Let's grab our double Fire Warriors, or Commanders, or whatever. Moving up is going to be irritating, because, again, we don't have a lot of frontline support. Honestly, getting more veteran stealth teams could be good here. Okay, let's do it. Shaso Kais is a delightful tank, though we have to be careful with him, of course. Yeah, these things are actually okay in protecting us as they continue to come back alive right in the middle of our stuff. The damage leaves a little bit to be desired. I guess we could get Kroot and leave them on stand ground, just so that they'll defend my stuff. Okay, huge amount of dead Necrons. These are, like, definitely going to come alive, right? Let's move these up.
Sensors are picking up strange energies emitting from that structure. Their signature matches the energies used by the Necron Lord. This beacon must be a fearsome weapon. Destroy it before it reaches full power.
Our deathless interlopers. Under the shadow of the beacon of unlife, the fallen rise again.
XP 22 battles.
Destroy the beacon of unlife. It resurrects nearby Necron units that have fallen. Destroy before its signal becomes strong enough to affect the rest of the Catacombs. Is there a timer, or just, you know? I mean, we already knew that they could come back. I see, so it's like all of them at the same time, basically. You guys back up. I'm gonna have Shaso just attack this because he's got missiles. And I think our honor guard is enough to just mow this stuff down. Let's go ahead and get Teachings of Montka. I can bring my Vespid Elder Strain up here to hit this with Disruption or whatever the heck. Destabilization. Okay, back up here. I think maybe we needed a little bit more stuff. Let's get an honor guard from this dude. Bring them up to the front as well. And then we hit this with destabilization. Get as much damage done to it before all that stuff resurrects. These, I mean, honestly, our fire teams are in just fine shape. I lost a stealth team. That's at the end of the day, that's okay. Okay, go ahead and hit this. And it's dead now, I think. It appears to be dead. So Vespid Elder Strain, let's send you back home. Easy. Teachings of Montka's coming up. Let's get one more Fire Warrior team and then Crisis Suits. And then we're just steadily trying to get through the rest of these dudes. Why don't you come on over here and cap this, if possible? Okay. Move me forward.
A sound tactical move. Commander Pure Tide would be proud. Ready to do our part.
Okay, very nice. We have to destroy this as well. I see, and then they keep coming out of the... I understand. Then they just keep coming out of there over and over and over again. Let's just take this one slow and steady. I think it's the only way to do it. Just get the fire teams. I need this space so that I can build my vehicle beacon up here. Creepy little bug things coming out. Okay, fire team, move on up. Shaso Kais, you've got good anti-structure, so we should keep you attacking here, please. I mean, we just got to take this little bit by bit. The Ethereal is out. I don't think there's really anything else. I guess the Crisis Suits would be really good here. And I guess I'll do missile pods because I need some anti-vehicle, anti-structure rather. Might as well just send these Kroot in. I mean, they're not really doing anything else. It wouldn't hurt to keep them together. Who's up here? Invisible Lords? Currently not invisible. Okay, let's move down and try and take this so that I can actually get my railgun tanks out. My infantry group is solid. Obviously, we can make more. Awesome. You guys go ahead and steal this. Maybe this will stop them from coming out of the tombs. Let me check. So, objectives. If we say investigate Necron energy sources, the one that's being pinged here was the beacon of Unlife. So there might be multiple beacons of Unlife, if I had to guess. Let's go ahead and move our little dudes up here. Now, is there alternate ways to go? No, this is actually the end of this area down here. Let's mow these things down and then go ahead and start moving up. Battlesuit, battlesuit.
All systems ready. Where do you need elite? Where do you need elite?
Okay, it's unclear where they're going. I have to stay here and defend until we can get this listening post set up. I could leave some stuff behind.
XP-22 battlesuit ready.
Just kidding. Let's go ahead and just go. Let's keep pushing up to the next section. Wraiths, I hate you. Okay, let's move on up. I don't see any corpses that could be resurrected here, so let's continue. We've made just the smallest bit of progress here. I can't destroy the catacomb entrances or anything like that.
I will lead us to victory. I will lead us. Sensors indicate no activity from that tunnel opening. If we can find another access, we can move troops through them.
I like that. I'm gonna say, what if I just put troops in there now? Where will they come out? Can we test it? Fire Warrior team, go ahead and try it. They can go in there, but it's unclear where they might come out. Okay, cool. We have to actually find it. Okay, you dudes, get up to the front here. This is done.
Ready for action.
Grab me a vehicle beacon, please. Please let me get one. Okay, good. Let's get a barracks here, too. Nice work. I thought I had all. There they go. And we just have to steadily creep through this whole area. I think that's going to be the slow and steady part of all of this. It's just we have to just keep inching over and over again. Make a little bit of progress, move up, reposition. I mean, we are the Tau. That's just sort of how they work. Let's move up. Chasso Kais, I'm going to go ahead and move you all the way to the front. And then once this is done, we're really cooking with gas. I could build even more. In this case, broadside teams might not be too bad either, because we're moving at such a slow pace. Let's move them up. Again, I feel like I'm playing not the Necrons. I'm playing as the Tau, kind of how you're supposed to, which is you have this line of ranged units that you just keep inching forward to mow down enemies as fast as possible. We also have a monolith right here, so taking care of that will be very helpful. This is done. Grabbing my hammerhead gunships. And then as these crisis suits die, we just make new ones. No problem at all. Unfortunately, unlike the normal maps, all the buildings won't despawn now that we've taken this stuff out. Okay, keep going. It looks like there's other ways to go up here. Is this like a shortcut, or... I can't quite tell if this is connected or not. Invisible dudes? Let's send you up here to see. Alternatively, yeah, we want to go up and around to the left.
I will lead us to victory. Consider it. The fist of Morka is here.
Because it looks like there's multiple units that are coming from both directions, and they could get around us if we're not careful. Feels like we've already made great progress in this mission already, but it really just depends on where the Necrons are coming. I don't think the Necrons necessarily have a base per se. I mean, we did just kill an enemy base, but I think what this really comes down to is finding and shutting down the strategic points they own to stop them from being able to spawn new units, as opposed to building them per se out of like actual normal base structures. So I'm going to keep pushing up here.
Another Necron beacon. Destroy it.
Darkness veils your eyes and dulls your senses. Before the beacon of the Deceiver, we are like deadly shadows, hidden from your sight.
Okay, it actually looks Beacon of the Deceiver. Renders nearby Necron units invisible. I'm not scared about that. It looks like we do have to come down this way. Excuse me. So that we can get up the ramp over here. So I actually want to go this way, and they'll have to come down and around the other way later. Just trying to actually move these units. I have to close the blinds in my room. It's too bright. Getting some glare. Couldn't see. All right, let's get these units moved up, please. This is no bueno. Okay. Keep moving up. You guys in the front. Next ones, we'll maybe go ahead and grab...
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Let's get our power team up and ready to go here, and then Shas O. Probably no, not back here. Where is Shas O? I don't need the stealth suit in here. He's invisible now, so I have trouble seeing him. But basically, this is my anti-armor, so move these up first. Yeah, we could get flamethrowers because we've got anti-armor with our railgun tanks now. Up here, right?
Following orders.
We just have to be careful that Shas O does not die. And then the rest of you guys with the Pathfinder stay back here so that we can have vision. And otherwise Shas O is giving us vision with our attacking group. Just little bits at a time. I mean, these are just turrets. It's fine. Crisis suits are replaceable.
Following orders.
I don't know. Maybe keeping them with the missiles is the right choice. Hard to say. Lots of turrets.
Armored power moving out.
Crisis suits dead soon. Yeah, I think maybe just flamers on those is always a better choice, so we have some frontline support if and when we need them. I hate these little things.
The abandoned tunnels. We can move troops through there.
I see. So as you discover more of these, then all sorts of different, you can go from any of them to any of them, I think is the idea.
Identify our targets and destroy them.
Okay, and then we got these little assholes coming up behind us. The biggest thing is that the Necron Lord is not constantly dogging us like they have in the past.
Fire team.
I guess let's go ahead and move everyone up here to support us.
Consider it done. Yes, sir.
Laying on the hurt on the Deceiver thing. These dudes are dying, and that's all right. So we just remake them as they die. These things are spawning out of there, and I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it.
Just tell us where you need us.
Okay, Honor Guard, please help us.
Identify our targets and we will destroy them.
It just disappeared into thin air. I guess we got it.
Following orders.
Okay, cool. Now, do we want to go to the upper left next? There's stuff down here. I mean, there's stuff all over the place, realistically.
All systems ready.
Yeah, flamethrower me. Hopefully that stuff isn't spawning super frequently, but we'll see. Okay, back up here. Power squad. Move on up. Get the new crisis suits added to Power Squad.
All systems ready. Identify our targets.
Seems like down in this direction is where we're really going. So hang on, let me check where the Necron energy sources. Okay, we just got that one. Then we want to maybe go bottom right. Looks like several different ways they can get to us now.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy.
We just have to very slowly and steadily
identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Inch forward. Now, I can afford to get many more fire teams. I don't like the idea of getting like so many of them, but I think we just sort of have to. To kind of hold down the fort, and then we move forward with Power Squad. As I've said multiple times, it's Power Squad. I don't really need the reactor power from the upper right, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see. Good work, Kroot, holding it down at home. I don't want to bring these dudes. I don't. It's the last mission. I might as well, actually, now that I think about it.
Point us at the target.
Okay, flamers.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them. Systems ready. Our hunt begins.
Okay. Next crisis suit going down here soon. That's fine. Let's go ahead and queue up the next one. This group, I'm just going to keep moving forward to kind of back me up. It's just, they're constantly waking up. It's just irritating. Okay, come on down here. Are these just little goofballs? No, they're not little goofballs. Again, I'm a little unsure how we stop that from happening. Is this a base? This looks like a base. Maybe destroying their bases will actually stop them from spawning. It's from some of the tunnels? I sort of doubt it. Let's go ahead and move up here, though. I mean, it's true, destroying monoliths seems to do some good work in general. I mean, as long as we keep repairing this stuff, then we're all good. Drone squads. We learned about the drone squads are awesome, and they protect us from close combat type stuff. I like that a lot. Okay, they're spawning from behind us. I think there's still a base in the upper right. Pathfinders, get your last dude back.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Focus on the monolith, please. We're getting covered from the back. This is all good. I guess I could bring the ethereal to do some aerial bombardment. It's risky, though. Okay, looking good. Then get rid of turrets. What is up here? Oh, it's another one of those stones, I think? Maybe? No. I don't know what that is up there, but we'll destroy it. It might help. It might just help. Drone squads.
Drones ready. The Firecast's best are here to serve.
Identify our targets.
Okay, power squad, continue to move up here. There's just turrets everywhere. I'm actually very tempted to just go for the win at this point. Just because this seems like it's going to be kind of frustrating as time goes on. Dude, these dudes protect... Oh, this is actually a relic. This would be great, because then we can get our Dino Lord out. Veteran team coming up here, and let's take this.
Identify our targets,
and then they won't have a relic. Not that I think that really matters at all, but who knows? Okay, good.
Targeting. Fire!
Okay, let's inch forward so that we can cover the multiple directions. This seems like the center area of the map where they can hit us from multiple directions, so we can kind of lay down fire support on this area.
All guns, open up.
Destroying this area seems like it... Again, there's a lot of monoliths here. That's not a monolith, actually. I don't know. I don't know what half this crap is. Drones and drones. I actually really like the idea of these drones that can sort of cover us. Again, in close combat. Okay, cool. Let's head on down here. Just bit by bit. See, doesn't it look like we're already kind of close to where we need to go? Oh, wait, how do you actually get in here? It looks like the bottom left. There's not an opening up here. So instead, yeah, let's go for the upper left first. Oh, there isn't even a...
Identify our targets, and we
Maybe there's a base up here, so I think it's worth going and checking at least. Maybe another optional objective also.
XV-25 ready for action.
These dudes have been in our way because they've been capping this. That's fine. We're good.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
More turrets.
Targeting.
I see Shaso has taken some heat, so we got to be careful with him.
XP-22 ready.
Let's use the shield. Because I did build a shield drone. Okay. Shaso, please be careful. We seem to have found another area where they're just going to spawn endlessly from. Dude, we broke their morale. You love to see it. Dude, you love that. Okay, we got this.
Whatever the greater good demands.
Service required.
Let's listening post this up here.
XP-22 battlesuit.
And I'm going to keep going. And I need another crisis suit.
The cadre is counting on us. Point us at the target.
I guess we could move the Crute up to sort of help cover these locations now.
Armored power moving out.
I don't know if taking the locations actually, maybe it stops them from spawning in certain places. I'm not sure, but I think it's worth a shot.
No problem. Moving now. Battle suits on the field will deliver the killing blow.
The fact that there's like a bunch of defense around these as well. We clearly don't need any more requisition income at this rate, but I guess let's just take these out.
No problem.
Tempting to just let the crisis suits die. Then I can build new ones. Dude, drone squads. Let's go. They'll protect us from zombie lords. Very pleased with drone lords. Okay, so that's on its way. You guys snag this.
Identify our targets.
And then I guess let's just keep wiping out. What do these buildings do? Generates power. So this is like their reactor.
Point us at the target.
Not that I think destroying these really does anything, but I will. Doesn't it look like there would be a way in from this specific direction?
Following orders.
I guess not.
Where do you need elite?
Loving the flamethrower on these guys, by the way.
We have learned the lessons of Montcalm.
Ultimately, this whole area is just full of turrets. That's all it is.
Acknowledged.
I don't think I necessarily need to be worried about doing a full clear constantly, but... Okay, these wraiths, the blistering post will clean them up.
Ready to build.
Okay, good work. You took that.
I will lead us to victory. Target acquired.
My only hope is just like by steadily cleaning this whole area up, it will it may like remove their ability to spawn from certain locations. I don't know. Now I'm starting to doubt that quite a lot. That's just a monolith straight up. Dude, we're going to be able to wipe this out, no problem. Don't even speak to me about this. Railgun tanks together can take this thing out. And that might help against some of the spawns that are coming in. I'm not so sure. Okay, you guys come on back here.
Ready to build.
And I'll take this.
Cranes inbound.
It does seem like there are fewer things spawning from this direction now. There we go. That's one of the OG monoliths from Winter Assault. You notice that? We seem to have found their primary location, honestly. This is probably not where I want to be. I think I'm going to want to get out of here. This might be a little spiced. Okay, that's fine. More battle suits. Just rally them over here.
Battle suits ready for action.
Get added to power squad.
And we will destroy them.
And power squad. I mean, I can kind of hold this position for as long as I need with these tanks. Obviously, they're taking a little damage, but the Necrons barely even get close enough to cause us a problem. Let's take some drone squads in some of these groups. And maybe move down in this direction next.
Point us at the target.
We have learned the lessons.
Flamer.
Point us at the target.
I'm gonna move down in this direction next, rather than pushing into their like inner sanctum.
Beacon. Destroy it.
Time itself bends to the will of the Catan fools. Come before the Chronometron beacon and be frozen into the stillness of death.
Okay, so this is gonna freeze us, it looks like. Twist time around your nearby units, paralyzing them. Okay, well, I don't like the sound of that, but We'll figure it out. Get him, drone. Dude, drones. You're the best. Okay, keep moving up. Got to inch towards this thing. Are we frozen?
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them. Shazul, ready to take command.
Okay, let's move you up. Let's move you up. They'll get there eventually, I guess.
Destroy them.
Okay, cool. How do we get up there? Looks like we actually have to go all the way down and around if we want to. Yeah, get him! Yeah, why not just take some of this stuff over? Oh, I see. So that's frozen now. Is it just permanent until we... I guess so. So, I guess let's back out with this group. Or can I use the... I guess I could use the Catacombs.
Identify our targets.
Vehicles probably can't use the Oh, it's not permanent, so let's just back out for now.
Shazul, ready to take command.
And then go all the way back and around.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Yeah, and then that one's frozen again. I'm not even that close.
None can stand before the great.
It looks like it's still moving. It might actually retain the movement command that I set for it. That would be pretty cool. I guess let's just go ahead and build some extra workers. I could also leave the crew. You know what?
I am ready to join my kin.
Let's at least move these dudes up so they can sit in our forward base area
Builder unit ready.
and stop these assholes from spawning out of here like they constantly are doing. Okay, I have control over these now.
Ready to destroy them.
Okay, I'm not a fan of the stuff that's constantly coming out from that direction. Oh, and I can I can get the greater Narlock now too.
Orders received.
We need the Crute Shaping Center. I already have one, but let's build one a little closer to us.
The Firecast beds are here to serve.
Take these jerks out.
Fire team is ready.
And then let's get Power Squad and then this group of infantry
Ready to do our part.
Awaiting programming.
forward, and we can start moving towards the other obelisk thing. I don't know, I'm like not super... I don't like really care that much about the obelisk things, but it looks like the only way to get to this one is this way, so that's what I'll do.
Point us at the target.
Get him, drones.
All systems ready. Acknowledge system.
Drones best. I could make even more drones if I wanted to, too, I'd like to point out.
All gun systems ready.
Drones, no!
All systems ready.
They are quite fragile, aren't they?
We will be your eyes and ears.
Okay, this group stay here. Again, protect the relic.
Return fire. Return fire.
What are these, like Necrons on surfboards? What's going on here? This is a pretty juicy group, but I think we're okay.
Point us at the target.
Power group, move me forward. Where is Shas? Oh, there he is. Okay. And then my other crisis suit's way back there. I could jetpack it a little closer, but
moving out.
it's okay. Wraith?
All guns, open up.
Okay, so we want to move... It's like here, isn't it? Is this even how you get to it? It might be... I think it's up here. Yeah, I see. Move up.
Following orders. Fire team is ready.
And let's move this group up.
All systems ready.
Just tell us where you need us.
Acknowledge.
The tanks can take the heat. I'm not too concerned about them. Loving these crisis suits. Loving them. Dude, don't go that way.
All systems ready.
It's this honestly, this game is so much easier working with a small group
Following orders.
rather than trying to like move these forces all forward constantly.
Fire team is ready. Yes, sir.
Okay, we're just about there. I don't need to destroy all these things, by the way. I'm doing it just for... So there's one where I'm going now. There's also one at the very bottom. Is there a better way to get to this one? Oh, it's from the inside of the temple. I see, I see. Well, anyway, we're moving towards the bottom right now. Or the very bottom, rather. So that's what we're doing. The drones covering from behind. Weird little attack scarabs getting roasted by our Kroot squads. Let's go ahead and grab the Greater Narlock and move it up here. That's another thing that'll path block the crap out of us. Okay, let's move forward. We got a little base here to clear out. And it looks like actually now we're stuck up here. It's a thermoplasma generator, but I did not need to come up here. This is actually the wrong way to go. That's okay. Okay, turret's gone. Turret's gone. Well, if I ever needed thermoplasma, now I can use that. I'd really hope that that would be the way to get down here, but it looks like this is all connected from the other side. Okay, well. Strike Force? We're going to send you all the way back here, unfortunately.
My Shazla will not fail.
Very unfortunate. Oh god, he doesn't have a health bar here. I got really nervous, but I think he's okay. Narlock is out, baby! And then what does that really leave us to do? Not much, huh? Let's go ahead and upgrade this. Not that I need the requisition, clearly. This is one where it's like, it's the last mission, so I want to like go very slow and steady through it. But I'm a little more inclined now, I guess, to just go to the end. You know? Like, why should I bother with these?
Before the greater good. None can stand before the
Why should I bother with these extra totem things? Yeah. Well, we can get up here. It's this. It's at the bottom here. Is this a ramp or is this a cliff? I don't know. Anyway.
I see what your plan is.
I'm inclined to maybe just go back to where we were, which is all the way over here. Then zigzag through into the temple here. We can swing down and get rid of the one that freezes us. I'm not particularly concerned about the ones that are down here. I don't care. Doesn't even matter. So I guess let's go for the W. Oh, and my Narlock. Narlock got added to Supergroup.
Our targets, and we will destroy them.
We might want to be rebuilding these tanks soon. They've taken a beating. Pew 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 pew. And I'm going to go ahead and bring my honor guard groups with my attack group here now. I guess make more drones. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. These all have fire. Yes, okay. So in here.
Following orders.
I went all the way down there for nothing, and now we're coming back. Drone, no!
We will be your
The drone, he did his best for us. I'm just going to leave these guys here to protect us from units that are spawning from down here. I just can't be bothered to go all the way down there. I tried, but then it was like, oh, wait, no, it's the other way. So screw that. We're just going to go in. We're just going to walk in right here, and then we'll figure things out. It looks like we're going to have to go, like, through down here if we want to get to that, because there's an opening down there. But it's whatever. Let's just walk in.
Following orders. Armored power moving out.
I haven't lost control of any of my stuff.
Ready to do our part. The Firecast will not fail you.
Okay, this is just really unfortunate. All I want to do is, like, round this corner, but I think I just want to move each unit individually. Is, like, the only way I can actually get forward to where I want to be. Energy core. Upgrade the monolith to a mobile fortress. Well, I guess we should destroy that. Shao So, go ahead and move up. I love breaking the morale of Necrons. I gotta say, that's one of my favorite things to see happen. I love it. Okay, Narlock, move forward. And how do we quite get in there? It's just walking through that way, and then we have to supposedly get out. We might, I guess we could use the tunnels to leave if we needed to. I haven't really found another close-by tunnel. Let's go ahead and move up. Plant the bomb. Yeah, I'm not worried about investigating the energy sources anymore. Whoa! Oh, there's another monolith there. You know what? Just ignore it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Narlock, just leave?
We've learned the lessons of point us at the target. Following orders.
Okay, send me in. The range on the honor guard, I don't even have to move them up. They're so good.
Armored power moving out.
Okay, all the way in. Let's go ahead and move these dudes up. Just sort of sit behind us.
Point us at the target. Where do you need
Maybe let's get the Narlock and the Crisis suits in the front. Perfect.
Prosper as Tao shall.
Okay, so you all move in. You all kind of bring up the rear.
Command. Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Oh, it's Grim Reaper Lord. It's taking 0 damage. It's actually taking no damage. How about we just fight it and then we run him in?
XP-22 battlesuit ready. Okais to all teams. The charge has been set and the countdown has begun. Secure an escape route and prepare to withdraw. Our bond is strong. We will not fail. Your time will be proud.
You will never leave these catacombs.
Consider it.
Our technologies are fully active again, and your deaths are now certain. All machines serve the Catan in the end. Bring your vehicles before the beacon of the Void Dragon, and watch as they turn against you.
As on foe.
Get your command. We just have to get him out and that's it? It's just that easy?
Jetpack engaged.
Okay,
Commander
well,
Pure Time.
go ahead and just walk, buddy.
Done.
Did we kill... Okay, we killed the asshole guy, too. Let's go ahead and try and run everyone out, but I'm not very confident that they'll figure out how to get out.
Ready to do our part.
We just want to make sure that we leave the pathway clear so that he can
Your prey, Shazla.
walk out.
Service
It's really
required.
that simple.
Each cast does its part for the
If we would have found more tunnel openings, then it would be easier, I think.
I will lead us to victory.
I could just put him on hold fire so that he never uncloaks. Or he never decloaks. He's at near full health, so he should be able to just run back.
Every shot count.
There are plenty of vehicles.
XP-22 battlesuit ready.
Okay, and then I'll just zip zoom over these.
Consider it.
And then we're linking up with this group, and then we can walk home. Dude, Crute Squad, doing the Lord's work, making sure that we're going to be able to get back home. Did I lose one of my crisis suits? Okay, that's okay. And then I'm just going to walk him out. 6 minutes? Dude, that's plenty of time. Just waiting for more jetpack, cooldown, fuel, whatever. Oh, that's right. They turned my tanks against me. That's a bummer. What about my drones? Dude, the drones remain loyal. That's what I love to see. I mean, you could chase this guy all you want, but like you're not gonna be able to do anything, buddy. Not clear why I can't control these guys right now.
None can stand.
Dude, yeah, get Okais out so that he can, I don't know, fight another day as if he needs to. Because the planet's already conquered. I guess it's nice that like this super powerful dude will get. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you know what? Just Okais, just make a run for it. There's a bunch of monoliths in our base. This is very much kind of a gotcha type BS end to this. Dude, keep going. Don't stop. Oh no, they probably killed my ethereal, and that's going to demoralize all my other units. This is fine. Again, we'll just jetpack straight to the beacon once we get up here. As long as they're covering our retreat. And then we just... Whee! Good thing we got all those war gear things for the jetpack. Now look, we got a bunch of dudes out. They're all retreating. We saved a bunch of people. Even the siege units I never built.
Bring them back, my lord. The living are escaping. My lord, the living have...
Not invulnerable anymore. You love to see it.
Okais' drive into the Necron Catacombs relied heavily on the stealth and speed of his forces to deliver a fusion bomb to the heart of the deathless enemy's power. His gambit succeeded, although he left many soldiers behind him. In the wake of the battle, Onel Shorez directed the creation of a vast research complex on the Thur Abyss Plateau. Under the protection of fire warriors, the scientists of the Earth Caste began the slow process of studying the technology used by the Necrons. The few pieces of Necron weaponry and smashed warriors that did not fade out of existence were subjected to very close scrutiny indeed. Whether or not the Tau Empire was ever able to make use of this ancient and loathsome technology is unknown. But their weaponry continues to advance, much to the chagrin of the Imperial forces facing them in combat.
Got him. Necron's defeated. Everyone's defeated.
With the last enemy stronghold broken, the Tau hold on Cronus became secure once again. The task force sent from the Tau homeworld remained on the planet to secure it, and soon thereafter, further waves of settlers and colonists arrived from across the Empire. The humans left on Cronus found life increasingly difficult for them. Many had embraced the Imperial return, and now found themselves subject to re-education or other penalties. Intensive colonization by Tau and Crute led to a rapid demographic swing, with the human population dwindling to less than 5% a decade after the Dark Crusade. Although no public announcements were ever made to this effect, it seems clear that human births on Cronus also dropped precipitously. In part, this is due to the single-gender re-education camps imposed by the Tau. But it is also possible that the alien powers undertook some form of sterilization project, all for the so-called greater good. Whatever the truth, when Cronus was admitted as a full sept of the so-called Third Sphere, its human population was but a footnote.
So, this is why I think it's kind of funny. Oh, we got like a really loud cinematic playing in the background. But what I find kind of funny is how the Tau ending, they have to like go out of their way to make the Tau seem bad. I mean, the Tau aren't good, but they're also not nearly as bad. All the other races, it's probably like, yeah, and then they purge the planet of literally everybody else, right? But for the Tau, for some reason, it's not really focused on the Tau, it's focused on how the Tau end up treating the human population specifically. And it's sort of like, we don't hold the other races to that standard, there's just the expectation, or the other factions to that standard, there's just an expectation that they would kill everybody else. Except maybe Imperial Guard or Space Marines, they might, like, spare the remnants of each other. I don't know. I don't know the story between those two, but I think I'm going to guess that the Space Marines have a reason to fight the Imperial Guard, and then the Imperial Guard have to defend themselves against the Space Marines as opposed to them being allies. But, like, I guess maybe for the Eldar, they would just leave. They wouldn't, like, purge everybody. But the Orcs, you know, they're not going to tolerate anybody else. The Necrons aren't going to tolerate anybody else. Chaos isn't going to tolerate anybody else. There's just an expectation that, like, yeah, of course if these factions win, they're just going to kill all the human population or, you know, convert them to chaos or whatever, you know? Whereas, like, for the Tau, it's like, hey, well, turns out they put some of these people in sterilization camps, and, like, the humans, they might get, like, sterilized. Like, that's bad. That's why I'm very clear to say the Tau are bad, but they're not nearly as bad as a lot of the other options. There's nobody good in 40K. It's just who's least bad, and I think the Tau probably deserve the least bad category. At the same time, the Tau might be useful idiots for the Eldar, we don't know. And they have a caste system, and, you know, etc., etc. You know, you can list all this crap. Whatever, whatever. Did I like Dark Crusade? Thank you for asking. I thought it was fine. I think it was just as long as it needed to be. I think some of the missions dragged on. There were, of course, gotcha moments. I'm still not thrilled with the pathing in the game, especially when there's instant kill mechanics that have been added to it. This last mission was okay. It was a little confusing on why you would even need to bother to investigate the Necron energy sources when you could just make a blitz for the end objective and then leave. Anywho, I did like it. I liked playing as the Tau. I liked getting exposed. I liked how all the factions got a little bit of exposure, such that if I were to switch and play as any of them, it would make pretty much complete sense to me on how it's supposed to work. Is this like a post-credits scene? Is this like the Soulstorm system that we go to in the next expansion? Yeah, I think so. I think it's basically saying there's a new expansion coming in 2007, 15 years ago from this recording. Crazy. Oh, failed to initialize video card. Cool. Okay. Well, it's a black screen for you, so I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this up rather than doing too long of a retrospective. But yeah, the game was good. I liked the Risk-style world map more than I expected, but it can certainly overstay its welcome. The game is just long enough, and by the end, I was ready for it to be over. To be fair, I also did everything. I conquered every province. I didn't have to do that. So, yeah, overall it was fun. I don't know if I'm going to go right into Soulstorm. I will play Soulstorm, but I might take a break because Soulstorm, the mechanics are very similar. Obviously, there are some differences. It's a new expansion. They've added air. A lot of people think poorly of Soulstorm. That's not really important to me. I'm going to play it just to see what it's about. But the whole Risk-style campaign is very similar. So for that reason, I might take a break and then return to it in the future instead. I don't know if I'm going to play through Chaos Rising is the other factions at any point. That might be like a stream thing. But this series was long enough. I know that interest in the series probably declines over time, as is per usual. So, 13, 14 episodes is as long as it needs to be. We don't need to replay the whole thing with a different faction, in my opinion. Okay, well, thanks everyone for watching. I enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.